So y'all, this video is for those of you going through a really hard time, whether that is mentally, emotionally, or physically, okay? I appreciate each and every one of you for clicking on this video. I'm glad each and every one of you are here. You are always welcome, and this is a safe space, okay? I call on the angels, God, the ancestors to bless this message, to bless the energy in the room, in the reading, in the atmosphere in general. Wherever you are, I ask that God blesses you as well in your environment. God, please protect us from any unwanted energies, any negativity, anything trying to hold us back or distract us or keep us from getting our blessings or living in our truth. Please remove it from our energy, from our mindsets, from our emotions, from our physicality. Any people, any memories, any habits, please remove. Please allow us to make peace with letting go and to remain humble and stay loving, stay true to ourselves, loving ourselves and others. Thank you so much for using me as a vessel of light to share with the world, and Ashe. So guys, if you hear any background noises, it's because I am in a car right now, so excuse any background noises. God, I also ask you to clear my energy once again, and also provide me with the space in my mind to be a clear channel for you. Please let the messages flow as they should, and allow us to receive them as they are intended to be received. Thank you, God. Ashe. So we have the King of Winter, which is the King of Swords, okay? It says knowledgeable, experienced, fair-minded, unemotional. The message on the card says, get advice from someone professional and objective. Public speaking and unemotional relationships. So with this energy coming out first, I am getting that right now, okay, so right now, your emotions may overwhelm you at the moment to where you can't really think straight. You don't know how to go about something here. I feel like it may be some information or just all of these thoughts clouding your mind, period. Okay, a lot of different information that you've gathered over who knows how long, you know what I'm saying? It could have, like, a lot of stuff may just be coming back up from your past that you thought you have healed already. You know, I'm also getting that there may be someone around you who is very cold-hearted. Like, you know, they're very much, what's the word? Like, they just seem like they have no soul at times. Because I want to point out the unemotional relationships, okay? And also get advice from someone professional and objective. So I am getting that this person may need some type of help, okay? And this may be you. Take it as it resonates. Like, if you feel like, you know, you may be going a little insane sometimes, like you're not connected to your emotions, you don't feel the love within yourself or in the world, and you feel kind of destructive, or, you know, you might even just feel manipulative because, you know, if you don't have any emotions and you're using your mind constantly, then that is like manipulation, right? So if this is you, you're being guided to speak to somebody who does not have any emotional attachment to you, so that way you can actually receive the answers you need on a physical realm. Like, you need advice. I am getting that you want advice. You want somebody to talk to and share things with and conversate. Okay, you need to release this shit too. Like, everything that you're feeling is been bottled up for a while now, okay? And you're being guided to really face exactly what it is that's wrong right now and get down to the bottom of it. You might have to cry. You might have to, throw some shit. You know what I'm saying? Whatever emotion comes out, it's okay. It's perfectly fine. This is human, okay? You are a human being, and we're all having this experience where, shit gets chaotic sometimes, and that's just how life is at the moment, But that doesn't mean that, you will never get back to a space where you're happy and content again, because you will. But it's about you believing that you do hold that power to take the first step and to really believe in what you're doing, okay? It's all up to you. Like, somebody can guide you all they want to, but it's up to you to actually receive the what they're saying and actually take it into consideration. Okay, but if you're like all the way blocked off and you don't want to hear this, or you're not going to get anywhere, because you're blocking out the stuff that can actually help you. Okay, so that is what I'm getting with the King of Winter. I feel like you're very wise. Okay, it does says knowledgeable at the top and experienced, fair-minded and unemotional. So I feel like you have an elderly vibe to you, like an old soul. That's what I'm getting. Like, you have an old soul. And I feel like you kind of look at people, like, if you might not even recognize it, but like, you have a type of personality where you could be somebody's granny or granddad. Like, you don't come off as a parent, because a parent is more stronger. Like, they discipline. What am I trying to say? If it's a parent, like, they might actually punish the child more because that's their child, right? But a grandparent is more loving with it. You are a very, very, very wise individual. Whether you know that or not, it's all about you tapping into that wisdom, okay? On the card here, the images that I see, like, there's a huge owl. It's a white owl, or it looks golden, but white looks gold in certain lights, so I'm assuming it's a white or light brown owl. And then there's a man here who is elderly, and they're both in the snow, so it's snow everywhere, and that's giving me a vibe like everything is cold around you. Like, you just don't feel warm. You don't feel the warmth. You don't feel the the love. But you do have that wisdom with you still, okay? That's always going to be there with you. That is, like, I'm getting, for some of you, the owl may be your spirit animal, or you may need to look more into what the owl represents so that you can see how you two relate, okay? And, like, it's going to sound crazy, but I'm getting to kind of make friends with this spirit, the owl spirit. Make it a part of your energy field, okay? And start to use that. But I am getting you're very wise, and a lot of the reason why you may be feeling unemotional right now, like you don't feel connected to everything, is because you're so wise, okay? It's because you have this, it's a gift. First of all, I want you to know that this is a gift, to be able to overlook everything, to be able to see everything. And I'm not saying you know everything, but I'm getting, like, let's say there's a situation that you're in, you're able to kind of detach from your own self and really, you can detach from the whole experience and look at it from an outside perspective. And that allows you to actually control things better because you're not so emotional within that. So that is a gift. And I'm also getting you are able to use that gift right now. So you're being guided to really detach from your emotions while also releasing them and knowing what they are, identifying them, but don't allow it to become you. Like, it's your emotions are not you. You are not your emotions. You are not your mindset either. Okay, you are the soul, you are the spirit, and this body is a tool. Everything that comes with this body, that's a tool. It's a gift. It's really your choice how to use your gifts, how to use your brain, how to use your heart. Okay, it's up to you. But I feel like you may feel kind of stuck in a situation because you don't feel something, okay? But you don't have to feel Like, sometimes we have to realize that numb feeling that we have, that is a feeling. Numb is a feeling, okay? Feelings are always going to be there. Sometimes it may be hard to identify, but you do have feelings right now. And it's important to not let your emotions take over you, okay? So the next card we have is unity, okay? Unity, number 5. Number 5 represents change. It represents quick movement. I'm also getting like good luck, or like something's going to change in a very miraculous way, okay? Like, you know, it's something here I feel like you've been working hard at for quite some time now, or you just been building on something for some time now. And I'm getting that something here is about to change really fast, because I'm just getting it's about that time. Like, I'm getting a Wheel of Fortune type of vibe. Like, okay, it's time. Like, the alarms are going off, okay? The card here is unity. I want to mention number 5 also represents conflict, okay? So you could be having conflict with how this may look, okay? So when it comes in, you may be unable to recognize it if you are still clouded in the mind, you know? So that's why it's important to meditate, pray, clear, like give it to God in a way, you know what I'm saying? And God is within you. So when you God is everywhere, okay? But there's God within you as well. So there's no need to actually, you know, feel like you need anything outside of you in order to actually heal. You can give it to God and know that everything is taken care of. A lot of the stuff, like, what am I getting? Like, I'm getting that some stuff will resurface again. Like, you may give it to God for now and it may go away for some time, but it's when you give it away, it's put back into your subconscious. So that way it's not at the forefront of your mind where you're thinking about it all the time, but it's there. You know it's there, but you're not focused on it, right? And so eventually it will come back up, but it may not come back the same way. It's going to be easier to identify, easier to deal with. You're going to have a better solution on how to deal with this situation. But first you have to give it away, let God handle some shit, and then it'll come back to you in a better way. And then if you still can't handle it, give it to God again. You know what I'm saying? It's okay. Like, you don't have to be in control of everything. You don't, like, it's really not in your control. It's all in God's control. And it's all in the hands of the universe. So do what you can, do your best. You know what I'm saying? Don't be so hard on yourself. That's what you need to hear right now. Do not be so hard on yourself, because I'm getting that's why you're very detached as well. You don't feel like you deserve to feel happy or to laugh at anything or to really enjoy something. But really, you do deserve this. This is the most important thing right now, so that you can tap back into that passion, your passionate side, your heart space. So when you tap back into that, it'll grow and you can express it. So back to the unity card here. It's the same old man on this card, but except this time he's actually speaking to two younger children here. Okay, so the card says, do the right thing for the right reason. Compare traditional versus new approaches to see which works for you. A spiritually minded community. So I am getting, there's something here that you're very passionate about, okay, and you're very wise and gifted in general. Like, it doesn't, like, yes, this, like, let's say you can do hair, right? You, as a person, you're already wise, gifted, intelligent. Like, it's already within you, with whether you do hair or not, right? But once you start to actually do hair or to do art or whatever it is that you do, it's like people are just gonna be, people are going to recognize you more as this wise individual. They're going to respect you as this wise individual, okay? Right now, you're the only one that knows that you're wise, because it's like you do a lot of thinking, you do a lot of, like, you keep a lot to yourself. But unity is here, unity. So it means that you need to collab with others and see what gifts y'all can share with each other. You know, like, you have wisdom in some areas and they have wisdom in some areas. So when you teach others or share your light with others, and they, regardless whether they give anything back, it should feel good to give anyway. And that's why it's important to, like this first message on the card says, do the right thing for the right reason. We're not doing anything to receive anything back, okay? But we're doing it because we want to give. We want to give from the heart. And it actually feels good to give if you're in the right space, if you know what it really means. You know what I'm saying? In order to give from the right space, you have to realize that the world is already abundant. There's plenty of everything to go around. There's enough of everything to go around. But a lot of us, we get caught up in our own situations and how hard it is to get to a certain place in our life, you know. So basically, like in the past, you may have experienced poverty, you know, like you were lacking something, and no matter how hard you tried, you know, it wasn't coming fast enough. Okay, that's what I'm getting. Like, you've dealt with a lot of situations where you had to make something out of nothing. You didn't get any handouts, you know. And so moving forward, as you've gotten older and you progressed in life, you still feel that same way. And that's how you go about everything, instead of actually expecting people to be giving and loving and actually, you know, like if you have that mindset that nobody's giving, everybody's selfish, everybody is greedy, you know, stuff like that, you will never accept anything from anybody if they did have it for you, because you would think it's fake, or you would think there's a catch to it, because you're so used to being in poverty. And so you're being guided to let go of this poverty mindset and the energy of it, you know, the past. Like, release it and know that you are a new person. Every day you wake up is a new start, okay? It may sound corny, but it's the truth. You literally can wake up any day and say, okay, I want to act this way today. I want to do this today. I want to change my routine. I want to get up and exercise. I want to eat a healthy breakfast, or I want to meditate. You know, there's we have so many options here. We're not stuck in anything. It's just that we keep our own selves stuck based off of our fears and our worries, which are, it's understandable, but it's not necessary to worry, okay? It's a waste of time. The more you worry about shit that you can't change, you know, it's just building up that frustration. You're just making yourself sad for no reason. That's just the same as like if somebody has lost a loved one and you keep reminding them that they're not coming back. Why would you keep thinking about that? Why would they want to be reminded of something that they can't control? Sometimes it's good to distract yourself, okay? Of course, healthy distractions. You want to still be in alignment. You want to still be in alignment, but sometimes you have to shift your focus to the more brighter side, you know, the positive side of things, versus looking at the shit that you can't change and feeling like, okay, I have to be in survival mode and do what I got to do. You know, sometimes you have to, you know, there's a time and a place for that, but that's not an ongoing situation that you have to be in for the rest of your life. You don't have to stay stuck in survival mode. And it can be hard to let go of things when it was so traumatizing, you know. And that's why it's important to just work on it as much as you can, okay? Things will change over time. This is not going to happen overnight. All the stuff that you went through is not going to just go away within a blink of an eye. Okay, so I'm not like telling you to just forget everything, but it's about, like I said, focus on it. You are meant to focus on yourself. Do not ignore your own thoughts, your emotions, and stuff like that, which it sounds contradicting, but hear me out. Do not ignore it. Take it into consideration. Look deeper into it if you can. But if you really cannot understand something, pray about it. You know what I'm saying? We're not going to always be able to find our own solution. Sometimes we really do need other people, or we need other resources that can actually help us. But if you're so stuck on doing it all yourself, there's no flow of energy going on. And that's why unity is important too. You may need to actually reach out for help. Like I'm getting a very egotistical energy here. Like, you know, this elder, you can be very wise and you know who you are, but you don't have to abuse your power. Like, oh, I'm the wisest one, so everybody needs to do what I say. You know what I'm saying? Or I'm like this. Like, you might not be saying this to other people, but that's the mentality where you feel like you know it all. Therefore, you don't want to take any advice from anybody else. but you want to give advice to everybody else. You know what I'm saying? And unity, that's not unity. That's not a reciprocal vibe here. You want to give and receive, okay? So, yeah, but I am getting things are really changing right now. Like, things are really changing very swiftly. I just seen 444 on the timer here. So, yes, 444 is an angel number, and it represents that your angels are surrounding you. It represents that your angels are surrounding you and that you are very much protected, okay? They are guiding you every step of the way. You don't have to worry about looking around, finding anything, because you have all that you need within you and around you. You don't need anything else. And of course, you have to look at it in a way, like, you might feel like you need something, but you don't need anything. It might make your life easier. It might make it more vibrant. It might help a situation to, like, it might help you to create some type of picture in your life, but it doesn't mean that you need it. And so we have to detach from feeling like we need this or else, you know what I'm saying? Because that's not the vibe that you want to be in when you're working towards your goals, because at the end of the road, after you did all of this work, you're going to be so drained. And I mean so drained that you're not even going to be able to enjoy what you worked so hard for. Because you're, like, the same way I said, you need to release this scarcity mindset, this poverty mindset. If you have this mindset and you decide to work towards your goals out of poverty, out of being scared to not have, you know what I'm saying? It's like you get there and you might still feel like you don't have something, okay? You might still feel like, because there's always something that people want. You're always going to want something. It never ends. The longer you live, like, there's always going to be shit that you want, okay? But we can't let that shit control our life. There's more to life than material things. There's more to life than anything, honestly. Like, if you're focused on a relationship, a job, even a home, like, I know it sounds crazy because all these things are important to people, but at the same time, there is more to life, okay? The same feelings that you get in one place, if you open your mind up, you can actually feel that somewhere else as well. You don't have to be stuck in a situation you don't want to be in, trying to fight against the grain and get something that you can't grasp just yet. You know, you will get to where you want to be. It's coming, okay? Really, you don't even have to really work that hard for it. You just have to be yourself. The work is releasing the shit that doesn't serve you. That's all the work you need to do. Releasing all the shit that you've been programmed with, all the stuff that you've been through, and you feel like you had to have this certain mentality. It's time to release that. That's the work you need to do. It's all spiritual. But as far as, you know, trying to convince somebody this, trying to sell somebody that, trying to, you know, it's not that serious. You know, whatever's meant for you is meant for you. If somebody wants to buy something from you or support you or love you or, you know, anything, they will do it. And you wouldn't have to beg. Of course, you may ask once or two times, but you don't have to sit there and beg and convince somebody why they should do something that you think they should do. Okay? Unless this is you literally living from the heart and this is how you feel like you should be living. You know what I'm saying? But I'm getting that a lot of you are drained doing what you're doing. You know, like, you might be working so hard, but you don't feel the love. Like I said, you don't feel the love. You feel very wise and you feel like you're knowledgeable and stuff, but you're not feeling the connection between whatever it is that you're doing and yourself. You know, like, if you're doing art, you may be like, damn, I'm the best artist in the world, you know, and you're drawing and painting and stuff like that. But instead of enjoying it and feeling how fun it actually is, you're more focused on how it looks and making sure that it's perfect instead of enjoying the process, okay? So that was a good example. Like, you know, that can be in any situation. If you're in a relationship, you might have an idea of how you want relationships to look or how you want your relationship to look, but how are you feeling in the moment? You know what I'm saying? If you feel good, regardless of how things look, stay there. You know what I'm saying? Don't stress out about how shit looks. If you feel weird about everything that you're going through right now, you feel like things are going downhill and it's not going to, you know, make it, it's really a decision that you have to make to say, okay, this doesn't feel right. I feel like something is going to go wrong. Let me remove myself from this situation. Okay. We have unity here, but you don't want to be united with the wrong people or the wrong things. Okay. You don't want to be distracting yourself, or just, it's not even like, distraction is not even the word. It's like, you're not even here. Your soul is not there because you're so distracted. Like, you're not even connected with yourself. I hope y'all get what I'm saying. I'm not saying that you're like, I feel like you're connected with yourself on higher realms. Like, you know who you are deep down, but then you're not connected to your physical body. You're not connected to this world in general. Okay. And so with you not being connected to the world or your own body for real, even though you know who you are at core because you've done the work, but sometimes we get into that rut where we kind of get disconnected, even though we know the facts about ourselves, right? So you know what's true. You know, okay, I've always been this way. This is who I am. But it's up in your mind. It's not necessarily something you're feeling right now. So these are facts that you feel. These are facts about yourself that you're telling yourself over and over. But are you feeling that way? Are you feeling wise? Are you feeling, the way that you view yourself? Because that's important too. You don't want to just have the image feel that way. So if you're spiritual and you, like, let's say you give tarot readings like me, right? You don't want to just be putting on the front for the camera or putting on the front for your audience at all. You want to have that energy with you at core. Okay, you want to really know what you're doing, feel like this is where you're supposed to be, get comfortable in it, feel like you're actually getting something out of it. You know what I'm saying? And to be spiritual, it takes work. It's not just a tarot reading. That, like, a lot of that shit is, a lot of the spiritual work is done off of camera. Like me, y'all don't see when I meditate or do my shadow work or actually, sort through all the generational curses and see how I'm going to break them. Which way could I go about this and that? Y'all don't see all of that. Y'all don't see my process of manifesting and journaling and, all that stuff. Y'all don't see that, but y'all see the results of it, which is the fact that I can actually come to you and give you spiritual advice. Okay. So that means that this is comfortable for me. I'm doing this naturally. It's not something that I'm just forcing myself to act spiritual right now. You know what I'm saying? Whatever that is. Like, I don't know if spiritual has a look or, but, whatever. So, yeah, you want to be unified. You want to be united with the right people and the right opportunities. You don't want to just be taking any opportunity or just doing shit just because you feel like you got to do it and you're just a zombie in this shit. Connect with your wisdom. Get excited about how wise you are. Get back passionate about yourself and come back down to earth. Okay? Come back to earth. So the next card we have is the Six of Autumn. Okay? The Six of Autumn, which is the Six of Pentacles, it represents balance. It represents balance in karmic energies and also your finances. Okay, so, karma is not always a bad thing. Sometimes you've been a very great person over the years and you've still been treated badly. Well, now is the time for you to receive all your blessings because you have passed the test. You are a great person. You've done all the work. Okay, and when I say work, I mean on a spiritual level. Like, you have the mindset, you have the heart, you're ready on a deeper level than just, oh, I have the key. I have, you don't have to have the material things in order to be ready. Like, you can be ready on the spiritual realm to where you're aware that if this opportunity shows up, you know what it is. Okay. And so with the Six of Autumn here, it's following the Unity card, that was number 5, and this is 6. So as I was saying, something is swiftly changing. Number 5 and 6, like, it's moving fast. And I'm getting that with you uniting with the things that actually bring you peace, brings you more inspiration and love in your life, you will actually balance out these energies that you're feeling. You might feel I'm just getting you're unbalanced. Like, you feel like you're on one side of the scale and it's a very stubborn energy here. But I'm getting, like, once you find a connection with someone or something, but first yourself, okay? Connect with yourself and then connect with somebody else or something else, like in a passion or something. You're going to see how this shit really balances out. It says the good you do comes back to you. Literally, that's what I just said. It says an unexpected inflow of money. Borrowing wisely or repaying a debt. So something here that you've been lacking for a while. Like if you are in debt, I am getting that you're going to have the finances to pay all of that shit off. Like you're not going to have all of this shit on your back anymore. Okay? There's so much baggage that you've been holding on to. But really all you need is love right now. Literally. All you need is love. And when you connect with love, you're going to see how peaceful it really can be to just let go and just to let God just, like you have the signs all around you. It's just important for you to tap in. That's your only job, to tap in. You don't have to do what anybody else is telling you to do. Of course, it may seem scary at times because you see other people, they have their shit together. They have a big happy family. Everybody's celebrating and going on trips and shit. And then you're just sitting here. You're a good person. You deserve all this. But why don't you have it? And it can be very frustrating. It can make you turn into a villain, but you have to be strong. Like, it's important to be strong because being a villain is not going to get you nowhere either. You're still going to be in the same energy. Okay, you're still going to be in that same, feeling like you don't have enough or something, feeling like the world is against you. And, it's just with you becoming a villain, that's just reaffirming everything that you was telling yourself. But if you just be more patient, okay, be more patient with yourself, allow things to flow naturally, make decisions sternly. Like if you don't feel like you should be doing something, don't do it. Or if you don't know about something, don't do it. Don't make a decision if you don't know or if you really don't want to do it. Don't say yes when you mean no, okay? And don't say no when you mean yes. If you really want something, take that fucking opportunity. Don't be all in your ego trying to front, acting like you're too good for something, because you're not. Like, if you really want something, it's yours. Life is too short to be trying to people please and entertain everybody else, trying to paint a picture for everybody else to be proud of. Fuck them, Be proud of yourself. Are you proud of yourself? That's what's important. And if you're not proud of yourself, it's important for you to ask yourself why. What am I doing wrong? Ask yourself that. Don't be asking everybody else, because only you can tell yourself what you want out of life and what you should do, What are you willing to do? How bad do you really want this success? To be at peace, It does take work to sort through your emotions. And even sometimes you might not even want to cry. Like you can't cry, but you feel like you need to cry. Work with yourself. It takes time. A lot of shit takes, if you're healing, that's a process. It takes a lot of identifying, and sometimes we're unable to identify shit. Okay, sometimes you have to actually do your research, look up, why am I feeling this? Spiritual signs, spiritual symptoms, do that research, y'all. Let more information in, let more light in. I know you're already wise and knowledgeable, but it won't hurt to learn some more, I feel like you feel like the universe has just been tearing you down in a way, because the harder you try, the worse shit gets. But it's like the universe don't want you to try so hard, and that's why it's like you're when you chase something, it runs the other way. You don't want to be too needy. You don't want to be too needy of something, okay? You want to actually, I feel like, the energy that you're in, you just feel like a victim, like the world is against you, and you don't know if God really loves you or not, because damn, where is life heading? Where am I going? Why am I not comfortable with myself? Why am I always uncomfortable? Why is shit always happening? It's always one thing after another. Okay, that's the energy I'm getting from you. And honestly, sometimes you really just need a little inspiration, okay? You're stuck in a rut. You don't feel the creative spark. You don't feel the love, the passion for life. And that's okay. Sometimes we get in that energy and we need help. A lot of the time, like my family tradition, when they need that type of help, they go to church. You know what I'm saying? If you feel stuck in life and you don't know what to do about it, that's a very good time to find some type of spiritual inspiration, whether that's going to church, looking at spiritual videos, or learning about manifestation, learning about things that can actually help you. Okay, sometimes we really just need to go back and relearn some things. You might feel like, oh, I already got manifestation down packed. I already know about God. I already know this. You don't know everything about it. There's always more to learn about anything. Yeah, you may know about love, but there's always more to learn about love too. You may know about a person. You may know some facts about this person, but there's more to learn about people than just what you know already. And so, I'm just getting a very closed-minded mentality here. Open your mind up some more so that you can let love in, and it can also heal you. It can heal you. Okay? So, the overall energy was the 10 of Pentacles, y'all. The 10 of Autumn. Okay, the 10 of Pentacles is so first of all, I want you to know that the tarot numbers, like with tarot cards, you have the page, you have the knights, and then you have numbers 2 through 10. Okay, so with that being said, number 10 is the most abundant number that we can have in this deck right now. 10 of Autumn, 10 of Pentacles at that. So Pentacles, right? That's money. That's material wealth. That's success. These are tangible things. And tangible is also just things that you can label. Like if it's a relationship, a connection, if you can call it your wife or your husband, that's a tangible thing. Okay, so I am getting that things are very much improving, whether you know it or not. Like you might feel like, damn, I'm stuck, I'm stagnant, but God is doing some shit behind the scenes that you're just not seeing. Like you're not going to see the whole picture every time. So during these times, it's just important to have faith. You have to have faith in the unknown. You don't know what's next, but just know that it's going to get better. Okay. And only accept better. Do not accept shit that you feel like, you have to accept because you don't have a choice, because you do have a choice. You always do. And that is just, those are just negative spirits trying to tear you down and trying to like basically take your soul. It's that simple. You need your soul to live, to feel alive, to actually feel alive, to live. So don't entertain demons. Don't entertain that shit, okay? So the 10 of Autumn, the 10 of Pentacles is about having everything you need and more. It's luxury. It's having a whole family, a complete community, having a savings plus a spending account, just with like you're financially free. You have passive income. You can relax anytime you want to. You can take a vacation when you want to. Like it's just a free material world here. I feel like you're walking into this very soon. Okay, it says take steps to ensure the financial security of your children or other loved ones. Making wise investments or planning for retirement, honoring family traditions. Okay, so I feel like there is something here that you don't want to consider because maybe I just feel like, okay, I'm getting this vibe that you are the black sheep of your family. Okay, you are the black sheep, and this is what caused you to be so wise, because you had to go within so much so that you can actually stay sane in this type of environment, because you were the black sheep. You were, you didn't feel safe around these type of people. And I mean, not safe on a physical level. For some of you, that may be what it is, but I mean like on an emotional level or a mental level, you felt like people were attacking you, okay? And so I feel like you went within a lot. You stayed to yourself a lot, and you still do. But also, when you were around them, there are family traditions. There are things that you've always seen growing up, right? And you may have grown up to actually disagree with those things, okay? And it's not necessarily that you disagree. Like you might feel like, okay, I disagree with that. I'm never doing that. I'm never ever going down that route because I saw where it leads to. That's how a lot of people think when they break a generational curse. They feel like it can never be them. But I'm also getting that you want to take into consideration the good side of the things that you might have, let go of. Like, for example, if it was church, your family went to church, but you found God in another way. You don't believe that God is in the church. You don't believe God is only in the Bible. So you are just a spiritual being. Okay? So with you being that, that's an ego thing. Like, you can be spiritual and still go and do other things that you feel guided to do, if that makes sense. So if you feel guided to go to church, that doesn't mean that you are believing in Jesus or believing in whatever they're preaching. But everybody has their own way of thinking and processing things. So, like, even with this reading, I'm saying stuff the way I mean it, but everybody's not going to receive it the way I said it. So, the same way I'm speaking to the microphone right now, I'm speaking to you guys. There's so many people in the world that can actually click on this video and get a whole nother message, but that's what is meant to happen for them, because that's where they're conscious. That's what they're open to at the time, right? So, like, if you listen to this video and all you take from it is to give it to God, that's because that's all you really needed to hear at the moment in order to get moving, right? Somebody else might actually take the whole thing and feel like the whole message, like every detail was for them, like they needed to hear every word. And that's because that's their journey. Everybody is on different paths. The same way, okay, like, you might not want to go to church because you don't believe in everything that everybody else believes in, but not understanding that the energy in there and their intention, and even some of the stuff, like the messages they have to spread, can actually still help you, whether or not y'all have the same mindset or not. Okay, the same way, like, you can be at school. Okay, the teacher might be teaching you a math problem, teaching a whole math problem to the class, right? And you have your own way of working it out and getting the answer, and everybody else has their own way. Some people might be the same, but there's some people who just really have their own unique way of working out problems. Okay? And so that's the same thing in real life. Like, if you have a problem in life, everybody doesn't have the same strategy in order to get to success. Okay? You can be spiritual and visit the church because you want the energy of the church. You want the community. You want to see people together. You like people singing about good things, whether or not you believe in the idol that they're believing in. It's still like the intention there, I know y'all have to get what I'm saying right now. So basically, the message with the 10 of Pentacles is that there are family traditions that you have tried to run away from, that you might need to reevaluate because they actually can help you in this situation. It doesn't mean you have to keep practicing it over and over and take it as your own, but it's a tool. Everything is a tool, and being totally against something can actually put you in a space where you don't have anything, because being open is what lets energy flow. You know what I'm saying? Of course, you can set boundaries. It's important to set boundaries to protect your energy, to protect your spirit and yourself in general. But it doesn't mean that you fully block out the whole experience, because there are some good things to come from those things, right? There are some good things to come from those experiences. So that's what I'm getting, y'all. But what I am getting, though, is that you are headed to success. This is the overall energy. This is the background energy of your whole reading. So that means, whether you know it or not, this is your destiny. This is what you're headed towards. Whether it seems like you're not going anywhere, you're still moving. Like, nothing is stagnant. It may feel that way because you feel numb and you're not able to identify certain things, but things are still flowing. Everything is fine. You're being guided to just find a healthy distraction. Do some self-care, nurture yourself, You know what I'm saying? Like, you might actually want to go and talk to some family or some friends, or go out for drinks, or, you know, just do something that actually brings unity. That's the main thing I'm getting here. Unity. Finding some type of connection to this earth, okay, and in a good way. And sometimes you might not have to actually be around the people to really connect with them. You can actually just think about them and sort through your emotions, like all the resentments you have. Ask yourself, why do I resent this person? Why do I not like this person? You know, or why do I not like people? Why don't I like people? Why don't I like to do this one thing? You know, ask yourself why you're so stubborn in certain areas, so that you can actually learn more about yourself. You will learn what you like and dislike, or what you're meant to be doing or not doing, when you really just listen to yourself, okay? Listen. Like I said, God is within you. So if you're listening to somebody else and their connection with God, it's not always your same connection with God, you know? So just be aware. Just stay connected. Meditate. Clear your mind. For real. Clear your mind. And it might take time. I would say, like, this is my advice. I would say, make up a routine for yourself. Like a healing routine, a self-care routine. So, you know, you wake up in the morning, make sure you eat a healthy breakfast. Make sure you do some stretching and exercising a little bit. Like, it doesn't have to be anything too crazy, but a light exercise and, you know, a good stretch, something that helps you to breathe and, you know, be relaxed into your day, right? Also, meditate. I recommend meditating for at least 11 minutes, okay? Complete silence, or either meditation music or some rain, something natural, something that's actually meditative and not distracting. I wouldn't recommend affirmations right now. I would say affirmations at the end of your day, not in the morning, because you want to have a clear mind. You don't want to be so clouded with, oh, this is what I'm supposed to be. This is who I am. You know, like, just be content with a clear mind, with nothing, okay? Be okay. And then the thoughts will start to come in, like everything that you're really meant to, like your pure self will start to develop more, okay? After meditating, you have a clear mind. You didn't totally forget about your problems, but you're not thinking about them. So this gives you an opportunity to actually choose what you want to do with your day. Okay, so if you want to go to the park, if you want to go work a few hours, if you want to go out to eat, go visit some friends or family, whatever it is that you want to do, believe that came naturally to you. That is your desire. It's okay to own your desire. This is what you want to do, and this is what God intended for you to do, because it was put into your heart for a reason. Okay? The creator is the creator. Nothing just happens by coincidence, okay? So when you do get an idea or an urge to do something out of passion, out of love, out of, like, if you genuinely just want to do something, that's what you're meant to be doing at that time or that day or whatever. Make your decisions based off of that energy, a clear mind and a pure heart, okay? And so then you go about your day. You might have some ups and downs in that day. Every day is not going to be perfect. Some days it might seem perfect. Like, damn, why was I even so mad? Why was I even feeling that way? You know, you might feel very disconnected from, you know, the negative shit. But it's all a process. It's all energy. Everything is just, it's flowing. It's all like water. Like, you know, all the water is together, like an ocean. All the water is there together, but there's different parts of the water, you know, and that same wave of water may not hit you every single day. It moves around and then it'll come back around eventually, but you don't know when that's going to happen. So that's what I mean when I say energy is fluent. You know, it's not linear. It's not something that you can calculate and control. It's something that you have to just observe and vibe with it and take the signs as they come, you know. But success is on the way. I can't stress that enough. I feel like for some of you, like, as I say this, you're in denial about how successful you are. Okay, you are already successful. It's just that you haven't tapped in to that wealthy mindset, the rich mindset. Okay, you're already rich. You don't have to have the fucking money to be rich. What if a rich man lost his wallet? Does that mean he's not rich? It's his fucking money. It's just not there yet. And even if it takes 2 years for that wallet to get back to him, I'm pretty sure he's still gonna be feeling rich for a long time, because that's what he's used to, right? So it's important for you to tap in. A lot of you are really basing your success on material items, how things should look, and instead of how it feels, okay? And that's what I mean when I say, like, you don't believe that you're already wealthy and rich, because you think that rich means you have a lot of money. Rich means you have clothes, you have this, you have that. But rich is a feeling, y'all. It's a feeling. It's energy. Everything is energy. And when you feel rich already and you feel vibrant and you're able to share that energy with others, you become more rich. Okay? But then what happens is, like, you may feel rich on the inside while all this is going on, but then money comes as well. Money is a result of you feeling rich. Money is a result of you feeling wealthy on the inside and being able to share. Like, if you feel stubborn, you feel like, oh, I'm low on energy, I don't feel like, sharing my energy with anybody, I don't like talking to others, I don't like creating, I don't want to do nothing but just stay to myself in everything. If it's all about you, like everything you want to do is about you, but you never want to help anybody else, or you never want to show anybody else a good time or a good experience, that shows a lot about where you are on the inside. You may feel like that's a poverty mindset, which affects your spirit. It affects how you feel on a daily basis. It makes you feel like, okay, I don't have this energy, I don't have time, I don't have this, And so if you don't have that, why would money come to you if you don't have nothing to offer? You know what I'm saying? So if you're already happy, you're connected with God, you're just vibing. If somebody comes to you and they're in need of some advice or something, you're happy to give it. It doesn't have to be advice, but whatever you have to offer, give it. You know what I'm saying? If it's advice, if it's love, if it's money, if it's care, nurture, give to others. And it will definitely pay off, okay? Because it's not about giving for them to pay you. You don't need them to pay you back for what you did. You're already paid by doing it. And remember, going back to do the right thing for the right reason. True unity is not like you're trying to sell somebody something, you need something back. No. Unity is like, damn, I feel you. Let me do this for you. How's that? Like we're one. We are one. I'm treating you as I would treat myself. You're no different than me. I want you to grow the same way I would want myself to grow. That's the mindset you would need to be in order to actually feel rich and wealthy, because it's just, I know y'all have heard the saying, like, nobody makes it to the top alone. Okay, nobody does. And yeah, like, that's what I have for you guys. You might, like I said, a lot of you might not even believe when I say that money is coming to you, you're already rich and all that, because you're basing it off of the material realm. But when you really just tap into your spirit, you will feel like, damn, I'm worth more than $1 million. Like, I'm infinitely abundant. I don't need nothing. I lack nothing. Everything I need comes at the right time. Life is just a journey. Ups and downs is just a roller coaster. You don't have to be scared. You don't have to be timid or feel like you're gonna die or it's the end of the world. It's a roller coaster. The same way everything else is a roller coaster. You could be in a relationship and then one day everything is good and you argue over something small, then it blows up to something bigger, and then you might be arguing for the next couple of days, but then next thing you know, y'all are back in love and you're engaged, and you know what I'm saying? It's all kind of shit that happens in relationships. Also within you alone. One day you wake up, you're happy as fuck, and then within by the time the evening comes, you might be drained and you might be tired of everybody, like, telling everybody to get the fuck out your face. You know what I'm saying? Everything's a journey. Everything's an experience, and nothing is linear. Like, everything is energy. Okay, so it's important not to be too hard. Like, don't place too many expectations on things. Go with the flow, y'all. But that's what I have for you guys. Remember that abundance is coming. Speak that over your life. Believe it to be true. Reprogram yourself to believe that you are infinitely abundant and you can attract whatever you want. It's just about being patient and staying in tune so that you can see the signs as they come. Okay, that is all I have for you guys. I really, really, really appreciate each and every one of you for tuning in today. I hope I was able to help you all. Please leave a comment if it did resonate. Let me know how it resonated. I would like to hear your story. Also, give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I also have my Cash App in the description box, and I will put it in the comments as well, so that if you want to donate, or tip, I would really appreciate that. This is definitely one of my streams of income that I would like to grow, and I appreciate you tremendously for doing that for me. Okay, y'all have a nice day. Bye bye.